How Creation Began. Part 19. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Praise be to Allah, the one who raised the heaven. Peace and blessings be upon the master of the prophets, our master Muhammad, and upon his pure family and companions. To proceed, my honorable brothers and sisters, and all of our brothers and sisters in humanity, peace be upon you, and the mercy of Allah and his blessings. Welcome to the course, How Creation Began. We are still discussing the heaven, its perfection, and what is within it. Allah the Almighty said, "He who created 7 heavens one above another. You do not see in the creation of the most merciful any inconsistency. So return your vision to the sky. Do you see any breaks? Then return your vision twice again. Your vision will return to you humbled while it is fatigued." Surah Al-Mulk 67:3-4. The heaven, my honorable friends, is a solid, precise, and powerful construction. Look and look again. Do you find any flaws or cracks in it? The heaven is a sturdy edifice, a fortified barrier, and a protected roof that separates us from the vast ocean of water that lies directly above it. This is evidenced by the words of our Lord. Then we opened the gates of the heaven with rain pouring down. Surah Al-Qamar 54:11. This occurred during the story of our master Noah. This water flooded everything to the point that it covered the mountains. It is a massive ocean of water, and its sheer weight could almost cause the heaven to fall upon the earth. However, Allah the Merciful holds the heaven from falling upon the earth except by His permission. Nothing descends from the heaven except in a precise measure that people need for their livelihoods. Allah, majestic is His praise, said, "And we sent down from the sky water in due measure, and we gave it lodging in the earth, and verily, we are able to take it away." Surah Al-Mu'minun 23:18. Here a question arises regarding the day of resurrection. When the heaven splits open and becomes wide-open gates, and the heaven is opened and will become gateways, Surah An-Naba 78:19. Will the ocean of the heaven collapse down onto the earth at that time? The answer is no. This is because the water of the heaven at that time will not be in a liquid state. Instead, it will be in a dense, layered state of thick smoke resembling heavy clouds. Allah the Almighty said, "And mention the day when the heaven will split open with clouds, and the angels will be sent down in a massive descent." Surah Al-Furqan 25:25. Thus, the heaven will return to the state in which Allah created it the very first time. When Allah first created it, it was smoke. Allah said, "Then He directed Himself to the heaven while it was smoke." Surah Fussilat 41:11. It was made into 7 heavens, and then it will return to smoke once again on the day of resurrection. Allah said, "The day when we will fold the heaven like the folding of a written sheet for the records. As we began the first creation, we will repeat it. That is a promise binding upon us. Indeed, we will do it." Surah Al-Anbiya 21:104. My beloved friends, what if we shift our discussion to the support structure of the heaven? Our Lord, blessed and exalted is He, says in Surah Ar-Ra'd, "It is Allah who raised the heavens without pillars that you can see. Then He established Himself above the throne and subjected the sun and the moon, each running its course for a specified term. He details the verses that you may, of the meeting with your Lord, be certain." Surah Ar-Ra'd 13:2. And He said in Surah Luqman, "He created the heavens without pillars that you can see, and has cast into the earth firmly set mountains, lest it should shift with you, and dispersed therein from every creature. And we sent down rain from the sky, and caused to grow therein something of every noble kind." Surah Luqman 31:10. Pillars are the columns upon which the roof of a building rests. However, the phrase, "that you can see," appears in both "raised the heavens without pillars that you can see," and "created the heavens without pillars that you can see." Here, Quranic commentators have split into 2 groups, as noted by Ibn Kathir, may Allah have mercy on him. Regarding the phrase "without pillars that you can see," it is narrated from Ibn Abbas, Mujahid, and Al-Hassan that they said the heavens do have pillars, but you cannot see them. On the other hand, Ibn Muawiyah stated that the heaven sits over the earth like a dome, meaning it completely lacks pillars. To break this down, the first group argues that the phrase "that you can see" applies to the heaven itself. This means Allah created the heaven and raised it completely without pillars, and you can see the heaven with your own eyes, confirming that it has no pillars. The second group argues that you can see applies to the pillars themselves. This means Allah created the heaven without pillars that are visible to you. Therefore, pillars do exist to support the heaven, but humans cannot see them. The first opinion is straightforward and concludes the heaven has no pillars. The second opinion, however, requires deeper analysis and deduction. It states that the heaven has pillars, but we cannot see them. Why can we not see them? It could be because our vision is too weak, or because these pillars are made of an invisible substance that ordinary people cannot perceive, or because these pillars are located in areas incredibly far away from us where humans cannot reach. This brings us to the geography of the earth, suggesting there are places no one can reach. I know a primary question will immediately cross your mind. Are there actually regions or areas on the surface of the earth that humans have never reached? Because this is a massive and serious question, I will answer it with a single word today and leave the detailed explanation for its proper place in future episodes, if Allah wills. The answer is, yes, there are absolutely areas and regions on the surface of the earth that humans have never reached. The second question is, what are these invisible pillars? I must state that this is my own personal deduction. If it is correct, it is from Allah, and if I am mistaken, it is from myself and Satan. If any error in my words becomes clear to me, I will recant it immediately, for truth is most worthy of being followed. I suggest that these invisible pillars might be the massive, towering, firmly set mountains. There is an opinion stating that these mountains intersect with the boundaries of the heaven, allowing water from the heaven to flow through their peaks down into the sources of rivers. I suggest that these firmly set mountains are the pillars of the heaven that we do not recognize as such. You can review the previous episodes concerning the creation of rivers to see this connection. This would reveal a grand new function for these towering mountains, that they act as structural pillars. You can also review the episode on the creation of mountains to learn about their other collective functions. We can find textual support for this view based on the specific word order presented in Surah Luqman. Let us review it. Allah said, He created the heavens without pillars that you can see and has cast into the earth firmly set mountains, lest it should shift with you. Surah Luqman 31:10. Whether this deduction is correct or not, it remains a humble attempt to contemplate and understand the Book of Allah. My beloved friends, Allah has mentioned the unseen realities of the heavens and the earth throughout the Holy Quran. We will explore another example of these unseen realities of the heavens and the earth in our next meeting, if Allah wills. May Allah send blessings upon our Master Muhammad and upon all his family and companions.